Good morning. Thanks for joining us for this quick webinar update. Last Wednesday, we had the largest lifeline package put out by in Australian history by the government on the JobKeeper payment legislation. In our previous webinar, we talked about how it was expected to operate, and based on the information we had at the time, what we thought it was going to do. And now we've got further details about the mechanics of how it's going to work. And over the next 2 weeks, we'll be talking to hopefully all of our clients who are likely to benefit from this, and make sure that they're registered and able to apply for it if they think they're eligible. So I'd like to just hand over to Tammy now, and she'll just present a bit of an update on the JobKeeper plan and how it's actually going to work going forward from here.
Hi everyone. So I'm just going to run through a couple of the key points about what's happening now with the JobKeeper now that it's passed Parliament last week, what sort of the next steps are and what's happening there. The JobKeeper payments, they've released some information about how we're actually going to register for those. So a lot of you have probably already registered your interest via the online form, but now you'll actually be able to, from the 20th of April, log into your business portal with your MyGov ID and actually fill out the information that they require for your actual registration. So they should be sending out some emails about that coming up, because for everyone that we've registered your interest, they're going to be sending out emails with more information. So if you do get that email and need any help with your MyGov account or need any help with filling those forms out, just let us know. And so they should be coming out on the 20th. So you should get an email by then. Have a look at it, let us know if you're having any issues, and we can help you through all of that to get registered. Now, there's another form which we will send the link to you, which is an employee nomination notice. So you actually need to have your employees fill this out, each employee that's going to be receiving the payment, and return it back to you, provide us with a copy, and then just keep it on file so that you've got all of those details there if the ATO requires them. So I'll send you out the link for that one after the webinar as well, so we can get that happening. Now, there's some more information about the periods that you're going to be applying for the comparison period. So you can either compare a monthly period from, say you want to compare April with April last year, or you can compare a quarterly period, say the April to June quarter. You can forecast what you're going to have income in that quarter and compare it with the same quarter last year. But now once we've done that and you've decided that for that month or for that quarter you're eligible, and you've filled out your registration form that I just mentioned on the MyGov site, once you've done that once, you don't need to sort of apply for that again. You don't have to retest in future months or quarters. So once you can see, yep, you're eligible and you've applied, then that's all you'll need to, you don't have to keep proving every single quarter, retesting the income back against the same quarter of the previous year, which is good. Now, there are going to be some concessions for people who were not in existence in the same comparison period the year before. So you're permitted to average your turnover from October 2019 or from when it came into existence, your business, through until March 2020. So that's just another option for people who weren't in business at this time last year, or who were only just starting up, and so their comparisons aren't going to be accurate. Now, the next step is that once you have determined you're eligible and you've filled out your MyGov form, you will have to actually report your turnover for the prior month by the 7th of each month, so that the ATO can just continue to see that you are still eligible, and so they will keep making the monthly payments to you. So I don't have any specific info on how that's going to be done at this point in time, but I'm going to assume it's going to be through your MyGov account as well. So again, that's something that we can help you with every month, just to ensure that we're reporting to let the ATO know that you're still eligible to receive the payments. All right, so the payments are going to be made by the ATO within 14 days of the end of the month. So they're going to pay every month in arrears for the month before. So the first fortnight started on the 30th of March. So for the fortnight ending on the 13th of April, and then there'll be a fortnight ending on the 27th of April, and your business will receive the JobKeeper payments for those 2 fortnights within the first week or so of May. So you have to pay out, the salaries first to your employees now and again at the end of April, and then you won't actually receive the payment from the government until the first week of May. Now, the government is saying that the ATO should not be applying any of these payments that you're receiving against ATO debts. They should just be going into your bank account. So that's a positive as well. So the registration, the ATO is saying the registration cutoff date as well for this, for you to fill out on your MyGov, is the 26th of April. However, if you're not eligible as of the 26th of April and you become eligible, say in May or in June, then we can go back and we can register you from then onwards, so that's fine. Now, the other good news that we have received from the government is that it's not only going to be employees or businesses with employees and sole traders that are eligible, you're also going to be able to get it for, if you have a trust, one beneficiary from the trust is able to receive the JobKeeper payments as well, even if they're not actually being paid a salary. Same with the companies. If you've got one director of a company, they can receive, and same with partnerships. You can choose one of the partners, as long as the business is eligible with the 30% decrease in income, then there doesn't actually have to be a salary being paid for you to be eligible. You can have it for your beneficiary or your director. So that's just a couple of updates that they've been providing us. So we can expect to get everyone who's registered their interest, expect to get an email through with details telling you that you'll need to log into your MyGov, preferably by the 26th of April, fill out those details to actually be registered for the payments. So if you don't receive any of that information from the tax office, or you receive anything and need any help filling it out, just let us know. We're going to send out some links and some fact sheets again after this webinar as well anyway, to help you. So that's pretty much it for the update on the JobKeeper. Just a little bit more good news from the ATO or the government. So I guess a lot of people are working from home more and more now, and the ATO realizes that and recognizes it. So usually you're able to actually get 52 cents per hour for the time that you spend working from your home residence, your home office. They've actually increased that now to 80 cents per hour. So that's just going to be from the 1st of March through until at least the 30th of June. But I suppose they'll reassess at the end of June and see how it's going, and they may take it through until September. Or, but for now, we've got a 4-month period at least where we can have the 80 cents per hour. So that's a nice, little increase from them. But in addition to that, the other things, just to make sure you're considering if you are working from home, if you've had to buy equipment to do so, if you've bought a desk, a computer, any of those sorts of office items, you know, keep all your receipts for that because they're all going to be claimable. And what we've got as well is just a spreadsheet that we're going to send out to you just to make it easy to log the amount of hours that you've been spending on the work from home, just for the substantiation for the ATO. So we've created that here and we'll send it out to you to use as a resource. So yeah, just be aware that we can, you know, say you're now working 40 hours a week from home, then you're going to get the 80 cents per hour from the start of March onwards. And yeah, if you're having to buy anything, just keep a track of all of that. Come tax time, we can claim all of that for you. So just get a little bit of that money back. Can just get back in touch with us if you have think of any questions.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, well, thanks for your attendance today, and we'll keep working on it.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.